So welcome to Boxing Media Hub, proudly in partnership with Falcon Contracting and Jam's Boxing Chat, and we are live. So yes, here we are once again, people. You are with Joel and Jam and our special guest. Well, he doesn't need any introduction at all, does he? It's our dear friend Håkan, all the way from Sweden. So thank you very much for joining us, Håkan. And we are here for an absolute cracker of a prediction show. I'm actually buzzing. This has been announced, to be perfectly honest. Evening, boys, from DJ Pat. Big shout out to DJ Pat. And SWS Boxing, big fan of this fight. Thank you, Sammy boy. So, yeah, here we go. Let's put it out there. Francesca Hennessy versus Gemma Ruegg. Hennessy, 5 fights, 5 wins, 1 knockout. She was last out in October against Ana Carla Vaz de Moraes, which was a win on points. Never thought I'd ever say that one. And that was an 8-rounder. And then Gemma Ruegg, 21 fights this girl now, made a metal, 8 wins, 1 draw, 1 knockout. But I don't think it really gives the true story of what sort of a fighter Gemma really is.
Definitely
and she,
not, mate.
100%. We know what Gemma is capable of.
The Rebel brings the fire.
Definitely. She was last out in November against Charlotte Powell, who's no mug in the slightest either. Very tough individual. And she won unanimous decision in a 10-rounder. Cracking fight that was.
The Commonwealth WBC silver title in that fight. Huge,
she did
a huge win for Gemma Ruegg. When you see the career path she's gone through, she's always the away fighter. Let me just quickly read out a few of the opposition that she's fought. This girl has been in with Jasmina Zapatoshna twice. She's been in with Nicola Hopewell, Miley's Ganklov, Maisie Rose Courtney, Sophie Eilish, Emma Dolan, Shannon Courtney, Tycie Gallagher, Chloe Watson, Shannon Ryan, Ginny Fooch. Like, unbelievable. And then last time out against Charlotte Powell when she finally got a strap around her waist. Yeah. The Rebel is a true British fighting warrior. And I'm telling you, if she was the home fighter, would have won probably half of them fights. I remember the Ganklov fight. She dominated in France. Many others, she done the same. She would have had many more wins if she was not the away fighter. So big up the Rebel, Gemma Ruegg. Great fight. It's a massive step up for Fran Hennessy from Gonzalez, who I didn't like Carla Gonzalez. I don't know that much about. She was 7-3. This is a huge step up in opponent, fighting style-wise.
Yeah. And I'm going to give a big shout out to Beck Connolly as well, who does a lot of training with Gemma. They're a real force together. And do you know what? That'd be a cracking fight. I know it won't happen, but imagine that. Gemma and Beck going at it.
There's no money in it, bro. That's the problem, you see. But you know what? Fighters. We know what they bring, but the average audience, they don't bring the money. They don't bring the money, unfortunately, because they accepted early on that they're away fighters, and that's what I'm getting at. You know what I mean?
But this is the beauty of it.
If she literally, she's double the age of Fran Hennessy. If she'd have started at Hennessy's age as the home fighter, we'd be talking about her as a multiple-time world champion. That's how tough she is.
Yeah. Well, there we have it. Liam Tully, evening, gents. A step up for Fran. This, and as a last-minute opponent, it's a great bit of matchmaking. 100% there, Liam. DJ Pat, it's time for Fran to start thinking about her future outside of boxer, because I haven't seen a worse situation than she has. She needs a promoter who believes in her and can match her honestly. Håkan, let's jump to you, my friend, to kick this off for us. Interesting fight. Are you looking forward to this one? You're going to be there.
Yeah, I'm flying out on a Friday morning from Sweden to attend the show, and looking forward to it. To be back out again after Belfast. So
right, rub it in.
Yeah, Camila Campos, the original opponent from Bolivia. I believe that I'm more excited for the fight now when Gemma is fighting Fran than the original opponent. Camila Campos from Bolivia fought Linn Sandström in Sweden and lost every round. It was a sort of title for under title for WBA in Sweden, but I believe that Camila Campos wasn't on that level to have a title fight, and so I think this is a better fight than the 100%. Original one. Yeah. So and more interesting with a UK opponent for Fran for me than to have an opponent from abroad that most people don't have heard of. So I think this is better, much better for the card.
Not just a British opponent, Håkan. We're talking about the Rebel, Gemma Ruegg, who everyone knows. If you watch female boxing in Britain, you know Gemma the Rebel Ruegg. She's tough.
Yeah,
she's enjoyed.
100%. I've been to 2 fights with Gemma live before. At the first all-female card when she fought Ginny Fuchs.
Yeah, Ginny.
Yeah, and when she fought Nicola Hopwell in Rotherham last year, I was at that fight. So I'm really looking forward to this fight. But I think that Fran will win, but it will be competitive the fight. But I will go with Fran on points.
Cool. No, good shout. And here we go, Liam. Think we could see Fran lose rounds for the first time in her career here, which isn't a bad thing. Acid tests are something every fighter needs. This ain't just an acid test, though, is it? This is going to be someone who just keeps. This is someone that just keeps on coming, and this is what Gemma does. She will. I think as she's gone along, she's become a better boxer. She's not just this fighter that everyone thinks she is. I think she's a lot more calculated in what she does now. I think she's very accurate. She punches in bunches. She's a tough nut to crack. You know, boxers trying to make it up to Fran after the mess around with the press conference, etc. as well. Jam, how you seeing this one, mate? I know you're looking forward to it.
I can't wait for it, mate. I think this has made the card so much better. I'm a big Fran Hennessy fan. I'm a big Gemma the Rebel Ruegg fan. I am absolutely buzzing for this fight because I know Gemma will give Fran something she won't get from anyone else from abroad. She will give her to find out if she's got that heart, if she's got that dog in her, if she really wants to be this. If she wants to be at this level of boxing, you've got to beat the likes of Gemma the Rebel Ruegg. And she is one of the toughest that come. She's double her age, 4 times the experience. And she's going to come to try and beat Fran. She's coming off the back of winning her first title, the WBC Silver. She's going to be more than bang up for this, mate. You've got a girl coming in here, highly confident. Danny and her team and everyone will be all absolutely on it. They're going to be bang up for this. And they're going to come in and try and disrupt it and try and beat Fran Hennessy. And if they do, what a massive, reproduction of her career for Gemma the Rebel Ruegg. She could go on to big things like, 40 years old, female game, you can go to 45 if need be. So Fran needs to be on point. She needs to make sure that she's taking this seriously, even at late notice, and it's upper weight as well, because obviously Ruegg fights at Superfly, this is at Bantam. So, but she's still got to be on point. She's got to be on point because Ruegg will test her to the hilt. She will take her to places she's never been in the pro game. And it's a dangerous fight. Mark my word, it's a dangerous fight. And like Liam Tully said, she could take rounds here. She could take rounds off her. But I do believe Fran will come through and take the points victory. But it might be controversial.
Let's have a look. Hermit J, it's a much better replacement. Fran will have to dig much deeper than her last outing. Last girl was on top. So, thank you very much, Hermit J. And Daz Metcalf, big shout out to Daz. Good replacement. This Gemma will give everything. 100%. And he knows that from when she fought Nicola Hopewell. So it's, you know, it is one of those. But for me, Fran's got to keep it at range. She's got to stick to her boxing here, because it's going to be very dangerous to stand toe-to-toe with Gemma. You don't want to get stuck in a fight with this girl. And I mean that with anyone. No one wants to stand there, because Gemma will. She's like the Duracell bunny. She's got the engine. She just keeps going and going and going. Fran has got to work to her advantage. She's got to stick behind that jab, land the shots, and stay away. That's how I see her winning this one. You know, can I see an upset? And we do call it an upset because, you know, with the pressure that Fran has got, you know, she's the one that everyone is sort of looking at to be the next thing. So yeah, it would be an upset if Gemma beat her. Is it out of the realms of possibility? I don't think it is. I think she could. I think she could, but it depends on the game plan. It's on the game plan, though, isn't it?
Gemma might well win this fight, but will she get the decision? That is the question.
Well, it also comes down to what Fran does. If Fran comes out and she wants a fight, I think she's doing the wrong thing.
Yeah, she needs to use that boxing ability that she learned from youth. You know what I mean?
And
as you said, keep her on the jab.
Fran was tested when she fought Dorota Norek from Poland.
Yeah,
and Dorota Norek won a few rounds, and it was a pretty close one on the scorecard.
Yeah,
so she has been tested before.
Yeah. So
I can also share that Mary Romero was offered the fight. Who fought Dina Torslund at the late replacement in Denmark. I was at that show. So she told me...
She's the Spaniard, isn't she? Mary Romero, the Spaniard.
Yes, she told me in a personal message just for a few hours ago that she was offered a fight, but she decided to turn down. She had a fight signed up for next weekend in Spain.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Liam's put Fran via a UD for me, but it won't be a comfortable night's work. Hermit J, that's the thing with Fran, can box, but she likes to mix it up too much. Daz as well, she's hard as nails, lads, Gemma. Fran needs to be fit on it and use her skills and not get drawn in. So yeah, everyone's kind of got that. Everyone's got that consensus, haven't they? Everyone's got that feeling that Fran has to stick to her game plan here. Don't get sucked in, because I'll tell you now, Danny will be saying to, will be saying to Gemma, get on her, back her up, because she will then have to come on the counter. She'll have to open up. She'll have to fight back. And Gemma will. She'll cut the ring off. She'll get her in those positions that are really uncomfortable and awkward, and she'll test her. And I can't wait. I think it's going to be a great fight. But honestly, that's one of the ones on the card for me.
It's up there with Dubois, and obviously the price of
main
event with Jonas and Chloe Watson, Zapatoshna. So it's right up there, mate.
Yeah,
I can't wait. It's just fire.
My only concern is the weight. It's a step up in weight for Gemma. That's just my only concern.
I have to say, Gemma, throughout her career, has taken fights in all weights and at different times and different, she's had full camps, she's had last minute turnovers. This is nothing out of the ordinary for Gemma Ruegg. This is what she does. She's more settled now, but I just think she'll carry that power when she does go up. So for me, I'm looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it.
If she didn't have a fight scheduled, £3 ain't much, is it? £3.
And let's be honest,
if she didn't have a fight schedule, it's not a lot of weight to move up. So,
in the wise words of Turkey Alice Sheikh as well on this one,
be ready.
You be ready, and she always is. She's always in that gym. She's always working hard. There's been multiple times where an opponent's dropped out. Gemma's jumped in. She did it with Nicola Hopewell, I think. She jumped in. It was one of those where she's just ready to do it. So hats off to her. Yeah, brilliant.
But the Nicola fight was signed after maybe 5-6 weeks before.
Yeah,
I believe.
I think there was a few fights though, there wasn't there, that she did do that, where she just stepped up and came up, and I just think hats off to her. She's a real credit to the sport.
I think that the second Sapotoshna fight was very late notice.
Yeah, she's just a tough cookie. That's why I like her.
She's the atypical away fighter, guys. She's the atypical away fighter. She has to give up weight. She has to give up purse. She has to give up volume, and she gets no shaking to get the decision. But she still gets in there, and she makes most of these girls look like fools a lot of the time.
Don't be surprised though if somehow she pulls it off. I'm just there's something in there where if she puts her Fran on the back foot, we're gonna have to see something different from Fran. We're gonna have to see something different.
I agree with that when I look back at the Dorota Norek fight. So
yeah.
7 weeks on the Fran one.
Daz has cleared that up. Got that wrong. Sorry, mate. Fran needs to follow her corner's instructions to the letter. It's not the type of fight to try and go out there taking unnecessary risks. Think Gemma's fought from flyweight to super feather. She's seen it all. Bought the t-shirt. Proper top team. They all are too. Yeah. On that note, what a fight. So let us know in the comments how you're seeing this one at home. We want to hear from you guys, and we'll get back to you as well. You've been with me, Jam, and Håkan. It's got a nice ring to it. And we will see you all soon. Do you know what? We'll let the man on the end see us out on this one. Håkan, over to you.
Have some of this.
Have some of this. Take care. God bless.
God bless y'all.